Hello, this video is an introduction into curriculum mapping. What is curriculum mapping? Curriculum mapping is a process for collecting and recording curriculum-related data that identifies core skills and content taught, processes employed, and assessments used for each subject area and grade level. The complete curriculum map then becomes a tool that helps teachers keep track of what has been taught and plan what will be taught. Creating and working with curriculum maps is a very involved process, and we have to make sure that we have the proper tools in order to do so. Within this video, I will be reviewing the curriculum map tools that I've created that align itself to a lesson plan. The purpose of a curriculum map is to document the relationship between every component of the curriculum and the lesson plan. Used as an analysis, communication, and planning tool, a curriculum map allows educators to review the curriculum to check for unnecessary redundancies, inconsistencies, misalignments, weaknesses, and gaps. It documents the relationship between the required components of the curriculum and the intended student learning outcomes. It helps identify opportunities for integration among disciplines. It provides a review of assessment methods and identifies what students have learned, allowing educators to focus on building on prior knowledge. It is extremely important that we take time at the end of each year to review the curriculum maps and align it to the results on the state exams and or end of course grades and final exams. This will provide us an opportunity to see that a curriculum map are records of implemented instruction of what has been taught during the current year. Projection maps or pacing guides, on the other hand, project what will be covered in the future. And so what we have to keep in mind is that a curriculum map is not the same thing as a pacing guide or projection map. They are two very different things. Your curriculum map is what you actually did. So any adjustments that you make throughout that year, it has to be documented on your curriculum map. So now let's go in and take a look at the curriculum map document that I've created for us to utilize. We're going to now take a look at the geometry curriculum map. The geometry curriculum map, as well as all other curriculum maps, contain the same headers. We have our date, and that date is the date of implementation, our standard that is going to be covered for that particular day, the cognitive demand for that standard, the learning objective, the essential questions, assessments, whether it's a formative assessment or summative assessment, supporting materials, which is whatever activities that you're going to be utilizing within the classroom, videos or additional websites that are needed for the instruction of that particular objective, your warm-up, which can include your textbook materials and handouts and online resources, and homework sets. And we also have an area here for teacher notes. The teacher notes are designed to provide the teachers with helpful hints in terms of what we need to make sure that we're teaching in that particular lesson that may not be explicitly stated within the learning objective. Just a couple of reminders, as well as an opportunity for teachers to create notes in terms of what they changed. So that means if a teacher did not follow the curriculum map exactly and they made some modifications within the teacher notes, they would put a little asterisk and put their initials and say what they modified within that particular lesson for that day. So as you can see, I have an example here of a sample day within the standard being an 8.4b. The cognitive demand, we did not list that for this one. And I have a sample of how to write a learning objective. And then we have what our essential question could be. And then our formative assessment could be a Kahoot, student polling. And then we can also, during that same time period for that same day, we can also have a summative assessment, which can be identifying properties. Now, within one lesson, you may not have a formative and a summative assessment. You may only have one, or you could have both. It depends on that particular lesson. For this one, as an example, I have two listed here. Supporting materials, as you can see, I have tutoring and or flipped classroom resources. So I have a number of videos as well as notes. And as you can see here with the notes section, we have notes that are broken out by standard that teachers can utilize within our Google folder. We have attached a link to those notes that the teachers will be utilizing for that particular day. And vocabulary lists are also within our Google folder. The warm-up is within our textbook, so we identify the page number and the numbers that the students will be utilizing for their warm-up set. And then the homework set is listed here as well. For the lesson plan, which is right here, so the teacher simply has to come in and put their names up here, and geometry is already filled out. And then what they have to do here is simply add in the dates. So if they come up here and add in, for looking at 1-10-18, and as you can see, it automatically fills in all the other information. For the learning objective, you can see that there. And the only thing that's not filled in is what is in yellow. So anything that's in yellow, that's what the teacher has to plug in. But everything else is filled in for that teacher from the curriculum map there as well. So you can see how by creating your curriculum map, it automatically creates your lesson plan with which allows your teachers to be able to have a higher level conversations during their planning times with each other regarding the misconceptions and exactly how they want to focus on the I do, we do, you do component of their lessons. This is the end of our first session regarding curriculum maps, what they are, and how they can be utilized within the classroom. If you have any questions or concerns regarding curriculum mapping, please feel free to contact me. My name is Kenya Wallach, and my email address is kenya.wallach@educationchat.org.